Hey everybody, this is the Hillside Drift Zone. 90,000 points is a weekly challenge with a car restriction of an S1 900 drift car. Now before you actually get any drifting, there are a few settings you need to change. It makes drifting so much easier, so let's get on over there. Before we get into settings, it would behoove you to get a drift car. Now actually I did a whole video on this in the Nissan Fairlady Z, thinking that was a drift car, but it's not. Not officially, according to the makers of the game here. Go into the auto show, go into filter, and under car type you will see drift cars. And these are the ones that you will actually have to use. For the seasonal weekly at least. So you can see a whole bunch of stuff comes up. Well, not a whole bunch, but a few things. Within Formula Drift here, there are free ones. And I went ahead and picked this Corvette. It says 150,000 credits right now. I think it's probably because I already grabbed it and it was free the first time I grabbed it. So that's the car I'll be using, not the Nissan Fairlady Z. And car and tune will be in the description below. Alright, now let's get into the settings. Here we are in difficulty settings. And the ones you want to focus on are anti-lock brake, turn that off. And the other two you want off are traction control and stability control. I always drive with those off anyway. But braking, I do have ABS on, so I do turn it off before I go drifting. And whatever you do change of these three, just remember after you're done drifting to set it back to the way you like to drive. Alright, let's get back to drifting. Alright, for the drift zone, starting on this end is going to be better. Majority of it is downhill, starting from about here. This is new to me too. But you do go downhill, and when you're drifting, downhill is just far superior. At least for me. If you like to drift uphill, knock yourself out. But I'd go downhill. So just go this way. The last little stretch here is slightly uphill. But hopefully you have the points you need by then, and you'll be good to go. As I mentioned before, I'm in this Corvette Formula drift car. One other thing I'm going to quickly mention. Drifting is usually easier in manual shifting. You have control over the gear you're in, obviously, when you're in manual. Automatic, you don't. And generally when you're shifting all over the place, when you're drifting, it'll kill your drift. So that's why most people like to prefer just being in manual. However, I also know a lot of people, majority of people, don't like manual shifting. So I tuned the gearing in this car to kind of mimic, as best I could, a manual shift without it being manual. Essentially, I just smashed all the gears together and I made second gear really long. So that's what I did. So hopefully this will work out here. One of the keys to drifting is entering the drift zone as fast as you can. The more speed you're going, the more points you'll get. We needed 90,000. I think we're pretty much well on our way. And guys, drifting is not my specialty. I can usually do well enough to accomplish what needs to be accomplished though. You want to get better at drifting in FH5 though. Almost have that 90,000. Ooh. There we go, 90,000. Just wrap up the drift zone here though. And there you have it, 124,000 points, and that actually is enough too for 3 stars. Alright. I got those 3 stars actually on the Nissan Fairlady Z, which I like drifting better than the official drift car. Anyway, thanks guys, and we'll see you later.
Right now! Slaughter the subscribe button, castrate the like button, or don't, and be a weakling.